I'm Stewart, a pilot based in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm at the Memphis Airshow today, and this is my story. I've been a pilot at FedEx for 11 years. It's in my 12th year now. I've been around aviation my whole life. It's just part of who I am. My grandfather was a crop duster. He used to come pick me up with his airplane for holidays and things like that. I would sit on his lap and fly. I went to an air show when I was about 14 years old. It was the most inspirational moment. It made me have a goal to someday be in a position where I could do that. And it's really kind of defined who I am today. The airplane I'm flying today at the Memphis show, I built, started with a 1979 airplane. I took it all the way down to the frame, and then I just used that frame to build a custom airplane out of. It's very strong. It's got a lot more horsepower. I put a hot rod paint job on it because it's a hot rod airplane. Flying is it's freedom. You know, some people will say, well, you're seeking a thrill or adrenaline rush. It's not like that for me. It's an expression of yourself. It's like art. When I'm in the plane, sometimes I'll joke that I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner that night, or did I turn the stove off? But the truth is, you're not thinking about it a whole lot, other than just flying your machine, and enjoying it. It's very strenuous. It's like a workout. You're getting thrown around. It's violent. It's just nothing like a roller coaster. It's much more violent than a roller coaster. It's like just somebody grabbing you by the foot and slinging you through the air. But it's energizing too. It's refreshing. And during my airshow routine, I pull 12 Gs and I push 7 Gs. What that is, basically, I'm sitting here right now, I'm pulling 1 G. If you pull 2 Gs and you're standing on a scale, it would read twice your weight. So I weigh 12 times what I would normally weigh when I pull 12 Gs. And when you say pull, that means that it's pushing you towards the seat. So it's trying to push you down into the airplane. And what you have to think about is, let's say my arm just weighs 10 pounds. I don't know how much my arm weighs, but let's just say it weighed 10 pounds, and I'm using that arm to manipulate the controls. Now it weighs 120 pounds. So I have to hold my arm up because it weighs 120 pounds. It's like holding a 120-pound weight. And precisely manipulate the controls of the airplane. So your entire body has to be stiff, and you have to squeeze the control stick just to keep your hand from becoming a puddle on the floor. It is dangerous. I've probably had 8 to 10 close friends that have died and 15 or 20 acquaintances that have died since I've been flying air shows. But I train hard on a daily basis to try to be as safe as I can. I do have a family. I have a wife and a 2.5-year-old daughter.
Thank you, Daddy. Bye-bye.
My wife, she goes to almost every air show, and she's been extremely supportive like you can't imagine.
I want a wing. You want to go on the wing? She wants to be a wing walker already.
Thank you. The most rewarding thing about flying air shows for me is the lives I get to touch.
Thank you.
I have fans whose children saw me fly when they were kids, and now they're in the Air Force because they were inspired by me. And that's why I do it. My coworkers at FedEx, they just think that I'm insane. I believe that air show flying makes me a better pilot, makes me a safer pilot. There's not too many circumstances I've been in an airplane that I can find unusual anymore. And I think that makes me a better pilot. I'm Stewart, and I am FedEx.